For centuries, the legend of Atlantis has tantalized the human imagination. An ancient, technologically advanced civilization that vanished beneath the waves in a single catastrophic event. But what if Atlantis was not just a myth? What if the stories of its grandeur and its downfall were inspired by real events, real people, and a real society? Welcome to today's episode of Forgotten Tales. We're venturing into the realm where legend meets history, where we'll uncover the possible truth behind one of the most enduring mysteries of all time, the Lost City of Atlantis. Could the source of this story lie within the history of a civilization that thrived 3,500 years ago on the island of Crete, a civilization known as the Minoans, who, like Atlantis, disappeared suddenly and mysteriously, leaving us with ruins and riddles? Let's start with what we know. The Minoan civilization, named after the legendary King Minos, was one of the earliest advanced societies in Europe, flourishing between 2000 and 1450 BCE. At their peak, the Minoans were a force to be reckoned with. They were master architects, building palatial complexes with intricate designs, plumbing systems, and multi-story buildings. Knossos, the largest of their palaces, was a sprawling metropolis filled with vivid frescoes and advanced engineering. A remarkable achievement for a society of that era. The Minoans weren't just builders but artists, traders, and seafarers whose influence stretched across the Aegean Sea. Their art reveals a culture in harmony with nature. Depictions of animals, lush landscapes, and vibrant marine life underscore the importance of the sea in their daily lives. The sea was their lifeblood, connecting them to far-flung lands and providing resources for their prosperity. But there's more to the Minoan story than just their architecture and art. The Minoans were also deeply spiritual, worshipping goddesses associated with fertility, agriculture, and the natural world. Their religious ceremonies often took place outdoors in sacred groves or caves. One of the most iconic figures unearthed in Minoan ruins is the snake goddess, a powerful symbol of fertility and renewal and a testament to the central role of women in their religious life. Their vibrant frescoes didn't just depict peaceful scenes of nature. They showed us glimpses of life, from bull-leaping ceremonies to images of daily life filled with beauty and energy. The intricate detail in their pottery and frescoes reveals a society that valued artistry and craftsmanship, a people living harmoniously with the world around them. However, for all their accomplishments, the Minoan civilization collapsed almost as suddenly as it rose. And this brings us to one of history's most enduring mysteries. What caused their downfall? Was it the invasion from the Greek mainland, or something far more devastating? Something that could have been the basis for Plato's story of Atlantis? Many scholars point to a massive volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Thera, now known as Santorini. Around 1600 BCE, this volcano erupted with a force so powerful that it altered the course of history. The eruption was among the largest in human history, sending colossal tsunamis crashing across the Aegean Sea, raining ash and fire upon the Minoan settlements, and darkening the skies for months, if not years. The effects of the eruption weakened the Minoans, both economically and socially, paving the way for invaders from the Greek mainland to deal the final blow. Now think about Plato's description of Atlantis. An advanced, seafaring society with vast wealth, impressive architecture, and a tragic end, swallowed by the sea in a day and night of misfortune. Doesn't that sound eerily familiar? The story of Atlantis, as told by Plato around 360 BCE, mirrors the fate of the Minoans in several ways. Both were powerful maritime civilizations, both experienced sudden destruction, and both left behind myths that still stir our curiosity to this day. Some researchers suggest that Plato may have drawn on the memory of the Minoans when crafting his tale of Atlantis. After all, the eruption of Thera and the subsequent tsunamis would have been legendary even centuries later, enough to inspire stories of a once great civilization lost beneath the waves. And there's another striking similarity. Both societies built cities that were the centerpieces of their culture. Minoan cities, like Atlantis, featured complex water management systems, vibrant urban planning, and thriving commerce. In Plato's dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, Atlantis is described as a wealthy, technologically advanced civilization that fell out of favor with the gods due to its arrogance. Its destruction serves as a moral lesson about the dangers of hubris. Interestingly, some scholars point out the architectural similarities between Atlantis, as described by Plato, and the Minoan palaces like Knossos. Both were known for their sophisticated design, central courtyards, and water systems. However, not all historians agree with this theory. Some argue that Atlantis' massive size, as described by Plato, larger than Libya and Asia combined, doesn't match the scale of Minoan society. Others believe Plato's account was entirely allegorical, using Atlantis as a metaphor for pride and downfall. But this only deepens the mystery. Was Atlantis inspired by the Minoans, or was it a purely fictional construct designed to convey a philosophical lesson? Let's not forget that Plato wasn't just telling a story. His writings had a deeper meaning. In his works, Atlantis was a society that had fallen into moral decay, and its destruction was a divine punishment for its arrogance. In this sense, the tale of Atlantis was a cautionary one, warning future civilizations not to allow greed, corruption, and overreach to lead to their downfall. In fact, this lesson resonates through history, with civilizations like Rome and even our modern world facing similar risks of overextension. Whether Atlantis was inspired by the Minoans or is purely a product of Plato's imagination, one thing is certain: the story continues to fascinate us. The allure of lost civilizations, advanced beyond their time and cut down in their prime, serves as a reminder of our own vulnerability. Even the greatest empires can be erased in an instant by natural disaster, war, or internal collapse. The Minoans, like Atlantis, serve as a poignant reminder of the fragility of human achievement. Their advanced technology, sophisticated culture, and sudden disappearance remind us that history is full of mysteries, some of which may never be solved. Imagine witnessing the eruption of Thera, seeing the towering ash clouds, feeling the tremors, and knowing your entire world was about to change. How would our modern society react to such a catastrophic event? Would we fare any better? What do you think? Could the Minoans be the true inspiration behind the legend of Atlantis? Or do you believe Atlantis was simply a myth, a moral tale crafted by Plato? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. A mixture of fact and fiction, memory and myth. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, if you enjoyed this journey through time, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with fellow history lovers, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Forgotten Tales. Until next time, remember, history is full of stories waiting to be uncovered. Stories that blur the line between myth and reality.